Great Big Beautiful Life is exactly what everyone has said about it. I don't have a ton new to add, but this is essentially a more balanced Evelyn Hugo if there was also a romance subplot. So I think one of the things that made me excited going into this is we had a little bit more story weighted in the present timeline with Alice and Hayden as they're both competing to tell this famous celebrity's story in a memoir. And I liked that because in Evelyn Hugo, we didn't get as much in the present day as we did in the past. However, just like everyone has said about this book, unfortunately, I do think both parts of the plot suffered for it. One of the ways that I think that she could have maybe addressed this is by changing what she chose to include in the flashbacks. A couple of the flashback or like the story pieces as they're labeled in this book were focused on the celebrities' like great grandparents and stuff. And while that sort of historical context is interesting, I don't know if it deserved as much time. And so if that had been shortened, maybe we could have gotten a little bit more about Margaret's backstory. But overall, I didn't get a sense that Margaret Ives or the Ives family was like a real family. Whereas after reading Evelyn Hugo, I felt like Evelyn Hugo was a real person. So that part wasn't as strong. And then the romance was sweet and I liked it. And I felt like the journeys they went on together made sense. It was almost like that story could have benefited from more of its own book to develop and be a thing. So yeah, I'm landing on like a 3.5. I will absolutely keep reading Emily Henry. I'm glad she tried something new. Still would recommend for fans of Hen because it's still her signature writing style and I still enjoyed, the overall like flavor and vibe of her writing in this book. But now we can spin again. So update on the number of books left. I'm down to 58 because I pulled off 7. I want to do a horror series later in the fall. So I pulled those out and I'm going to be doing those separately. So now we have 58 books on the wheel. And isn't that just so exciting? What do we get? Again, the Magic by Lisa Kleypas. Sounds good to me. Again, the Magic is a second chance romance. We are told on the back cover that the main characters had a fling, a night of impropriety, if you will, and then our FMC left the main male character behind for some unknown reason, and now they are reconnecting. So I love the second chance trope. It's one of my very favorites in romance, so I'm excited to see how this goes.